But anyway, and I wrote this when I was in a monastery. I like to write more than I like to speak. You want me to say Sarah is intense? Start there. Sarah is intense. She thinks deeply and profoundly. Tonight she has props to explain the inner workings of her mind. The Budweiser bottle sitting straight up in front of the customer, the thick, deep line in the wood of the stage that separated the Budweiser from her third prop and drink of choice, jagged, sharp vodka. Everyone thinks I'm the Budweiser, she slantedly says, all nice, pretty, and wrapped up. Really, I'm not the Budweiser, she says. She points to her drink. I'm the vodka. I lean in real close to her, as if I'm about to reveal to her the biggest secret in the world, and say, guess what? We're all the vodka. This area is in the middle of Buckhead, so nobody would really expect for it to be a hot spot for child sex trafficking or exploitation of women, children. Right up here we're approaching Peachtree and Farr, which was cited in the 2005 Mayor's Report as one of the hot spots for sexual exploitation. Child sex trafficking, prostitution are two of the main things. A lot of runaways are recruited around this area. Some child sex trafficking happens along with prostitution. We're coming back onto Peachtree. We're approaching a spot up here on the left where a lot of prostitution happens. Right here at Moe's and McDonald's is a spot where a lot of prostitution happens. Is that Lisa? Or is that Tina? Neither. There's Lisa. I know her. Okay, I'm with people. We need to put the cameras down for a second. My name is Juile Riggs, and I work with women who are trying to get out of the sex industry, whether that's the adult entertainment industry, prostitution, or sex trafficking. I remember when I first went into the club, I was completely shocked. I didn't know anything about that lifestyle. I'd never been in that sort of thing, and I remember looking at the girls and seeing them just completely wounded and broken, but trying to act like they had so much strength on stage. And I remember God speaking to my heart and saying, Julie, I love every single one of these girls just as much as I love you. The sex industry is definitely an elephant in the room collectively for Atlanta within church bodies. Oftentimes the reason for that is because church members are sometimes engaged in the sex industry, whether it's supporting through pornography, strip clubs, exotic dancing, same thing. Oftentimes we don't want to admit within our own church bodies that people are actually engaging in this issue.
My name is Kasey McClure, and I'm the founder of For Sarah. For Sarah is a nonprofit organization that empowers change in the life direction of women who are adult entertainers, prostitutes, escorts. I used to be in the industry. I was a stripper for 5 years. I came up, my father abused me as a child sexually, and my sister. And so my innocence was taken away when I was 3 by a family member. There was a certain point where it was my choice, but sometimes your past puts you in situations that, you don't realize you're there until it's too late. My grandmother died, and my grandmother was a huge part of me. I won't ever forget the day of her funeral, just sitting there looking at her casket, and there was a lady that was singing Amazing Grace. And it said, I once was lost, but now I'm found, and that just stuck with me. I just cried. I was like, God, I know there's more to life than this. I know there has to be, and just help me. I'm so unhappy. I don't know where my life is going. I don't want to be in this lifestyle anymore. A month later, or maybe less, is when I met my husband. And I can look back now and just see how God was just moving in my life. My lifestyle was completely different than what it is now.
This isn't going to be profound, but Like, I just want to share in his heart, you know? Like, I just want, I mean, the thing that keeps me going with this is simply the hope of the cross, in that Jesus came to heal people. He came to redeem people, and I want to share in that.